I heard License to Ill by the Beastie Boys, and I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
This is incredible. And I went down the path of like, I went down all the Def Jam records and all that hip hop that was happening at the time. And then I was like, oh, wait, this Beastie Boys song samples Led Zeppelin, samples the ocean. This Beastie Boys song samples Jimi Hendrix.
Okay.
And other rap songs too. I was finding out like what they sampled, and I loved the sound of those things. So I went deep. I think I went deep on like what would have been called at the time classic rock. Even back then they called it classic rock. Before I listened to anything that was modern rock.
So I love that your introduction to rock was through hip hop sampling.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. And by the way, it was going back to Rick Rubin. A lot of it was guys like Rick who came from like they listened to a lot of rock and metal, and then they started like finding ways to implement it or integrate it into the rap stuff they were making.
Yeah. When you finally got to work with Rick on your own music, was that a weird full circle moment for you that you grew up listening to his records that he produced, and then you're actually working with him on your own music?
Like a lot of my favorite records of all time. Like I don't have like a stock list of what they are, but I would say that when we started working with Rick, if I were to write out a top 10, his records would probably sit in 5 of those spaces.
Wow. Yeah.
Right. Like
understandable. Yeah.
The Beastie Boys and Run DMC stuff, Public Enemy, and then even into like Slayer and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, I thought that what he was doing on the Chili Peppers records was incredible. Like he had so many albums that I just loved, and it took me a while. It took me definitely weeks, maybe even months to like really get comfortable working with him.
I bet
it was fun. Like I was playing it cool. Right.
But you're still out of body.
Inside.
I get
I'm kind of like freaking out.
Yeah, you're a total fan.
Yeah.
Besides learning that you were a producer from Rick, what else did he teach you, or did you learn from working with him?
That was one of the great things about working with him, was that it was not just about the music. Like it was about life, and it was about like being an artist, like in general. The fundamentals of like, well, what's important to you? Why do you get up in the morning and obsess over this? Have you thought about that?
Wow.
Like, and and also like, how do you cultivate your like artistic spirit in a way that not only like gives you the best foundation to make good stuff, but also to be happy and be healthy